Hey everyone, this is Masood. You're watching DualShockers TV for DualShockers.com. I'm with Greg from Visceral. We're checking out Army of Two, Devil's Cartel. Can you tell us anything about it?
Yeah, well, today we're actually showing a later level in the game. It's called Salvation. It takes place in a church, kind of a hollowed-out church that the drug cartels are using for storage. And basically, the characters are on the way to try to find the missing person they're paid to protect. So they're on their way there, and then, of course, just as typical with any of the TW operations, there's a lot of people that get in their way. So high body count.
And what kind of philosophy did you go into with making this game over the last one? You know, what's changed?
Yeah, well, I mean, we definitely wanted to keep the things that people really enjoyed about the game, but we also realized that we wanted to simplify things to make the shooting experience just that much stronger. So, you know, what kind of philosophy is if you do a lot of things, and that's great, but if you don't do all of them well, you end up with an experience that's just okay. But if you do a few things and you do them extremely well, then you get a polished experience and you get a much greater kind of output from the player. So that's kind of what we went into this, you know, believing. But we kept like the aggro system, but it's not on the screen all the time. It's more under the hood. You still have to draw AI's attention. You have to flank and do all those things, and that's really what we're all about. But then we used that system that was in the previous games to kind of fuel into the Overkill system, which is what I'm sure you played today and saw how really cool it is. Yeah, it's destruction on an epic scale, I guess.
And I noticed that, like you said, the aggro system is gone, but I noticed that went into some of the bonuses at the end, or saying, you know, what person did what.
That's exactly right.
That was kind of cool. Yeah,
like I said, it's all there. It's under the hood. You'll see, like, if you're drawing fire from somebody, the AI is going to switch and focus on you, which is going to allow your buddy to get up there and do a melee or do a flank. It's, like I said, it's there. But what's really cool about the game system now, it just sort of happens naturally. You're playing and you actually realize with your buddy, we have to play this way. If we don't play this way, we're not going to be successful here. So it's really cool because when people start seeing the values that they get for doing like a flank or a tag team, then they start getting it. They're like, okay, cool, we should play together. So the game it's interesting because I actually think our game is much more co-op, even if you say there's less co-op moves, because you and I have to talk to each other all the time now. You have to be like, hey, get up there, hey, stay back, hey, what are you doing? You know, like, and so it actually is a co-op experience, but it's much more of an actual me and you have to work together kind of thing.
And all right, how is it different now that we have Salem and Rios, you know, like in the background, I guess, you know, what are Alpha and Bravo bringing that's different from Salem and Rios?
I mean, it's just people that know the canon. They know that they're going to be a big part of the game. Salem and Rios are going to have a very big role in the game. They're actually going to go on a few missions. So I mean, they'll be there. Like, as you played today, you played with the girl Fiona. She's one of their contacts when they go to Mexico. So the TW organization, they'll be on missions. You won't play as them, but they're in there. Their voice acting's in there and everything like that. But Alpha and Bravo kind of was like an opportunity for us to kind of have two new characters with new dialogue and new rapport and everything like that. We wanted to try to take the game more towards a Lethal Weapon or a Bad Boys, you know, something like that, where the rapport. It's good banter, it's good back and forth banter, but it's not ass slapping and high fiving and all that stuff, right? So
does that also tie into the new customizable options, like the new mask, the tattoos?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely keeping the bro dude stuff in there. I mean, there's no doubt about it, right? We have to have that stuff. So, like, you know, the tattoos and all those things. When you customize your character, that still's all there. We've got a really great selection of really cool signature masks, but we also have
we love the Watchman masks. And
that was there. And then we obviously have the editor, which allows you to make your own, and it's some really amazing stuff that people, like somebody at work made an Iron Man that looked almost dead on. Yeah, it's really cool. The mask editor is really, really excellent. So again, just all those things that we knew, you know, like the gun customization, the mask customization. These are things that people that know our games are expecting to see from us. All that's there, but we just wanted to take the real experience with these two new characters and kind of create like a new reset for the franchise.
And how has the Frostbite engine, you know, made the series evolve?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the game and you look at the technology we're using, it's perfect because it allows us to do a lot of destruction, yes, as you can clearly see. But what's really cool is all our destruction that we use, for the most part, besides some large set pieces, it's procedural destruction. It's not where we're actually swapping out a model with another model that's a destructed model. It's actually a model that fully deconstructs itself as you shoot it away. So the ability to use it more organically, I would say, in our game, it's great because we're a cover-based shooter, and nothing's cooler than shooting away the guy's cover to flush him out. Sometimes you want to try to go for headshots. Other times you're just like, spray and pray, and that's kind of like with just shooting a guy's cover. It creates a whole new gameplay experience.
All right, my last question. I know this was like a big rumor before. I don't know if it was ever confirmed. Is there 4-player co-op?
No, there's not. Yeah, no, there's not. But it's people do ask us that, and it's interesting. For right now, I still think that Army of Two. Obviously, we're called Army of Two, but and we have these supporting characters that will come and go in and out of the story as the players go. But and again, it's even for me, like when I say play like Borderlands or something, I usually actually prefer just playing with 2 people because I like the relationship that forms when 2 people versus when you start getting a larger group, you start creating a bigger dynamic that's a little bit harder to manage. But if it's just like the old days, me and you at the arcade or me and you on the couch, we have split screen co-op. It's that kind of experience that I think Army of Two really delivers on, and so that's why in my personal feeling is I'm glad that we just keep it as a 2-player experience.